In order to get the most out of virtual tutoring, you'll want to be familiar with the many features available to you in the virtual environment. This video will be an in-depth look at some of the things you can do. First, you and the tutor can share a virtual whiteboard. Both you and the tutor can write and draw on this whiteboard. Some of the things worth noting: pressing the clear button clears the entire board. If you want to erase an individual item, click the select button, select whatever you want to erase, and hit the delete button on your keyboard. Also, notice that both you and the tutor are unable to see the other's cursor. If you want the tutor to see your cursor, click the pointer button and they will be able to follow it. Here you can also zoom in and zoom out. Next, you have the ability to share files with the tutor, specifically images, PowerPoints, and PDFs. With this feature, you can share your notes or perhaps your professor's notes with the tutor and ask questions about it. You can also share a question from an assignment. You can also share any handwritten work that you've done. Just take a picture of it and upload it here. What's nice about sharing a file with a tutor is that both you and the tutor will be able to write on it as if it was a virtual whiteboard. Note that the actual file on your computer is not being edited. Whatever you all write on the file in e-learning won't be saved, so you'll want to be taking notes on anything of interest. Also, if the file is multiple pages in length, note that switching to a different page will erase everything that was written on the previous page. Now, let's say that you want to share something with the tutor, but it's not an image, PowerPoint, or PDF. In that case, you can also share your screen, an application that you have open, or a tab in your browser. For instance, maybe you've been working in OneNote and you want to show the tutor your work. You can share your screen and then pull OneNote up and they will be able to see it. Or you can just share the OneNote application with them. So we have sharing a file, sharing your screen, sharing an application, and sharing a browser tab. Let's focus more on each of these features. When sharing a file, we saw that the tutor was able to write on it in e-learning. This is not the case for any of the other options. If you are sharing something other than a file and the tutor wants to write something to you, they aren't able to write on whatever you are sharing. So they would have to, for instance, share the whiteboard with you instead, and then they'd be able to write on it. And note that when they share the whiteboard or anything else, it stops sharing whatever you were sharing. Okay. So next, when sharing your screen, you won't be able to have e-learning up on your screen. Else you will encounter an infinite loop of your screen, sharing your screen, sharing your screen, and so forth. The benefit to sharing your screen is that you can show the tutor multiple applications just by switching between them on your computer. Just be sure that you don't accidentally share something with them that you don't want them to see. If that's something that worries you, then sharing an application is a safer option. Note that in order to share an application, it has to be unminimized. So right now, I'm able to select OneNote to share with the tutor. However, if I minimize it, you see that it's no longer an option to be shared. So it has to be unminimized in order to share it. And if you minimize it in the process of sharing it, the tutor won't be able to see anything. All right. Now, in contrast to sharing your screen, if you open up another application on your computer, the tutor will still only see the application that you chose to share. So they're not going to see everything on your computer, but only that application. Sharing a browser tab is similar to sharing an application. The tutor will only see what's on that tab. Even if you switch to another tab or open up an application on your computer. That's all for the video. Hopefully this video will help you out should you decide to stop by for virtual tutoring. Thanks for watching, and we wish you all the very best.